How's it hanging, everyone? Welcome to the Hangout Hut. I am your host, Matt Game, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys this awesome drawing / art program called Krita. Now, Krita is this free open source software that I've been using for my YouTube channel for quite a while. It has so many tools. This program has endless possibilities, and it's completely free. So today I'm going to show you how to install it and also how to get you guys set up with using the program. So, shall we get started? So here we are in our desktop screen right here. This is our starting point. So the first thing you want to do is to go to your internet browser, type in the search bar krita.org. This is the homepage that you want to see. You want to see a whole bunch of different arts. I'll also be putting a link to this site in the description below. So if you want to check that out, check the description to get to the site faster. So anyways, here we are on the Krita site here. So feel free to check this site because there's a lot that goes with it. If you go to support us, you can also donate to help support the program in its development. But of course, this is a free program, so you don't have to. But if you want to support them by doing that, they'd be really grateful for that. So now to our download step here. So what you want to do is on the home page, or actually on any page, you can go to this tab called Download. And you can see that there's different options for downloading the program. In this case, I'm a Windows user, so this tells you the directions to download the program. Right now, Krita is in version 2.9.11. Krita is soon to have version 3, so I'm really excited for that. So there's two different options to download here. There's a 64-bit version and a 32-bit version. And to determine which one of these two is best for you, what you want to do is click on the minimize here, go back to your desktop, right click on your mouse, and you want to go to the option that says display settings, and right away I'll bring you to your settings right here. Or if you access your settings, you can go to settings, system, and if you go all the way down to the bottom where it says about, it'll bring you to a page that shows you what your computer is about, and you'll see right here system type 64-bit operating system, 60x64 base processor. When I go to download this right here, you would want to download 64, but if yours is a 32-bit, you can also do that as well. There should be a little window that pops up here asking you where you want to save the download, and what I usually do is go to downloads and I put it in the downloads folder and save it as that certain name there that it has. And yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do in order to download Krita. And what you'll have to do next is to follow the installation process that follows. I have created a desktop shortcut right here, but if you can't find it, you can go in the search and type in Krita. It's spelled K-R-I-T-A. Open file location, and then when you click right click here, you can go to the option to create a shortcut. So then you'll be able to have the Krita desktop icon out here on the desktop. So once you have that, you can just click on that. So here's the open interface of Krita, but where's the paper? Well, we would need to set up a canvas first. Like in most programs, we'd have to go to the top of the window where it says File. You can basically make a new file, or you can open an existing file that you have. And if you go to Open Recent, you can see all the different projects that I have recently done on Krita. But let's go to New, because we want to set up a new drawing. So if we go to File, New, we'll see that we have different options for creating a document. Custom Document is the one I usually go to. These dimensions here, the width and height, this is how a YouTube video thumbnail size would be at that ratio, 1920 by 1080. It's considered HD, so that's why I have it at that setting. If you want to like copy that for your own projects for making thumbnails, you can. And then also in this program, it has layers. So like in a landscape, how you have like a foreground, a background, a midground, you can have multiple layers as well. And the default is 3, so we're going to keep that there. And what we're going to do is create. So here we are with our canvas. This is our paper that we use to draw. I usually use a drawing pad, so that's why it's much neater, but I just wanted to show you that the pen works on the canvas. Now this is just a preference of mine, but if you go to settings and you go to themes, you can select different themes. So it starts you out with default, and it gives you 4 other themes that you can use. There's blender, bright, dark, and neutral. The one I use is dark because it reminds me so much of the Adobe programs like Photoshop or Illustrator. It just reminds me so much of it, so that's why I like to use dark. Now that we have our canvas set up, let me show you a few of my favorite toolbar settings that I like to add when I draw on Krita. So if we go back up to settings once again, it's under Dockers. So one of these is the advanced color selector. This changes your color of your brush or fill or whatever you use. Another one would be brush presets, so you can change the appearance of your brush as you paint or draw or do whatever on Krita. You can see that the ink brush 25 is my default for drawing, or I also use the ink tilt 20. And then for erasing I use the eraser hard, and then for doing blending or whatever I use the airbrush linear. But if you want to see the entire collection, you can click the arrow and go to all, and you'll get to see the entire page of brushes that you can use on Krita. Plus, you can download more too if you want, which is really neat. I'm going to switch this back to favorite presets because I'm going to save some room for other tools that I might want to add to the workspace. So if we go to settings again and Dockers and go down to layers, this is really important because in pictures that you draw or have as like if you like Photoshop or whatever, you want to have a drawing order where you would have the foreground be the very front and then the background be the very back and in between as well. And that's what these layers are for. You can see that this white is the background and then the layers over top of it are more towards the front or more towards you. Now let's go find another one of my favorite tools to use, and that's overview. Now sometimes you're zoomed into your drawing and you can't see the entire canvas, so that's what this overview is for. You can see your entire drawing. You can zoom in and zoom out this way as well, but no matter what, you'll be able to see the entire drawing on your canvas by looking at the overview. Let's go to Dockers again, and now we'll select Toolbox. Now with Toolbox, you'll have the option to not only brush, but you can also create lines, straight lines, shapes. And you can also transform by pressing this button, or actually no, this one. And then the tool options right here is the default. Now lastly, I'm going to shift around the Dockers to my liking. So I'm going to move this up here. Overview, I'm going to move down below. Actually no, I'll switch it over. This will be up here. And then also, by the way, you can, if you see these dotted lines here, you can also adjust how big or small or tall or wide your toolbar or docker is. I think this would be a good size, and then for advanced color selector, have it a little bigger, not too big. I think that's a pretty good size there. I might even move this over here. I think that'll be good. Right down here. We'll adjust this over here a little bit. Alright, overview is good, and then our tool options, they're good as well. I'll move the layers over top. I like having layers in the center, and then the tool options are good where it's at right now. And with that, you are now ready to start your first drawing on Krita. If there's anything specific that you want me to cover in a future video, or you want me to answer in the comments section, be sure to let me know. That'll wrap up this tutorial video for today. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. To keep up to date with my videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel, as well as follow my Instagram account at hangout_hut for some channel related content, sneak peeks, and other cool things. I hope to see you guys again at the hut real soon. This is Matt Games signing off.